Hey everybody! Welcome back to Sailor Moon Another Story. We covered a lot in the last episode. Sailor Moon, Sailor Saturn, they basically took on the Season S villains by themselves, cleared out the Tomoe Labs again, and we're rested now. We've had time to rest up, and now we're gonna go back to the lab. It was hard for Hotaru to lose her father all over again. So that was very sad. But we have to figure out what's going on. We have to get to the bottom of this. So we're gonna go back to the Tomoe laboratory and try to figure out what's going on with these enemies. Because this is getting ridiculous. Like, all these bosses are coming back now, not just normal Yoma. Shingo has nothing new to say. But let's go check on Mom. No, oh, she's missing. Mom's not home. Alright, let's just get going. So we all should know by now how to get to the Tomoe laboratory. And this guy is back. He was at the middle school when Chibiusa was, or not the middle school, Mugen Academy, when Chibiusa was trying to find the rose crystal, but now he's back here. That makes sense. So I don't think we need to do any shopping. If you felt compelled to, you could go visit all the shops around Juban and stock up on anything that you think you need. We stopped at Otafukuya in, I think, the last episode, or maybe it was the episode before that. So we're good on that sort of stuff. Yes, we will pay to go to Mugen. So hopefully, now that the silver crystal has cleared out all the diamonds, we'll be able to... I always go the wrong way here. Yes, it's over here and down. You'd think after playing this so many times, I'd know where the heck I'm going. Tomoe Labs. Oh. Ah! Uranus and Neptune. You two are late. Sailor Neptune! Come on, let's go and help Chibiusa. Sailor Uranus! But we don't know where she is. Remember how we went out on a search? We learned that shortstops... I don't think I ever remember her calling her that before. We learned that shortstop's trapped in a forest near Mount Fuji. Okay. Well, at least that explains a little bit as to where she is. Just, I think the how of it is the concern now. She has to be pretty tired. Let's use Sailor Teleport. Alright, let's go. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember if they use teleport with the outers at any point. My memory's a little hazy. Well, this certainly looks like the forest that Chibiusa ended up in. I still don't get it. How'd you find out that Chibiusa's here? While we were looking for the enemy, we could sense something in this place. It was a mix of an evil aura and homesickness. You just sense these things, an evil aura and homesickness. Alright, must mean it's Chibiusa. So we followed it and surmised that Chibiusa must be here. Thing is, we're not exactly sure what part of the forest she's at. That's why we decided it'd be easier if we brought you along. Come on, let's get going. Alright, so we're in the forest. I don't want to say it's a big area. It's not really that big. Once you actually see a map of it. But when you were just kind of aimlessly wandering around, and as you can see from the save screen, you can see the cluster that we're in. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Neptune in the back, and then Saturn and Uranus. Saturn is just gonna own the whole place. I could even give her a little extra attack and put her in the center and put Moon in the front row. And here's this guy that we just saw in Juban. Now suddenly he's in the woods near Mount Fuji. Okay. He will sell things now. He is now not just a traveling healer, but he is also a traveling merchant. And as you can see, those things that we got at Otafukuya, the manicure, the face cream, the cologne, you can buy those from him. Colognes are, as usual, pretty expensive, but they are an all EP heal, so it's pretty worth it. Let's see. Let's see how many of these I actually have in stock right now. Let's see. Colognes, I've got 8 of those. And then the manicures, I've got 7. And the facial cream, I've got 5. So I want to buy some more. I'd rather have them than be caught without them. So let's say we had 8 of these, so I'll grab 2 more. Manicures, I think we had 8, so I'll grab 2, and then facial cream, we only had 5, I think. And he'll be here. So I could go wandering aimlessly, however, I want to go find Chibiusa first, because as we wander around here, I want her to level up with the rest of the team. So if you just come up, just head in a generally northern direction, and you will eventually find Anshar and Chibiusa here. Chibiusa? Sailor Moon! I'm so glad you're all right. You had me really worried. Huh? Who's the other kid? His name's Anshar. He protected me while until he collapsed, and he sent Momo home too. Somehow he flew through the sky, and that's how we got here. So he's your knight in shining armor, huh, shortstop? Hey, you don't gotta say it like that. Being able to protect you and flying this far, just who is this boy? Perhaps he's got powers. He's probably evil. If the princess gets away from Sin, then it's all over. Neptune, Anshar helped me. You don't doubt him, do you? You're right. I apologize, Chibiusa. Anshar, thank you for protecting our little friend. So patronizing, our little friend. We'll take it from here, okay, Chibiusa? No, I'm gonna fight too. That's out of the question. There's too much danger ahead. If you go, I go. If you fight Sailor Moon, then I will too. How'd you ever get so stubborn? I wonder where she gets it from. You'd better quit while you're ahead, Sailor Moon. Seems she's dead set on this. If you ask me, it'd be better if she came along. And besides, it looks like the rose crystal's calling out to her silver crystal. Wouldn't taking her with us be safer than leaving her here? Alright, fine. You can come, Chibiusa. But you have to listen to us. You can't just do whatever you want. Okay. Thank you, Uranus, Saturn. Moon Prism power, make up! And then they were 5. Now we have a full party, finally. I'm just going to make sure Chibi's in the back, because, of course, they swapped out the 2 that I definitely don't want in the front. Okay. We'll try this. We'll see how Saturn does. I might put her in the center later. And then everybody should be equipped from the last time we used them. Yeah, we just used Moon recently. Let's just double check Uranus and Neptune. Yeah, I think they're fine. They've got a pretty well-rounded group of equipment. So yeah, so now we can wander around here. Before you go into that little cave up there, your lowest character, I recommend being at level 13. So right now our lowest characters are Uranus and Neptune. So yeah, I would recommend getting at least those 2. Or I would recommend getting those 2 at least up to level 13, which is going to put the others above that, obviously, but yeah, you don't want to go into that cave before then. Alright, here we have, ooh, amber earrings! That is an accessory for Uranus. So let's see. Oh, let's actually compare it first. Increases in everything. That would decrease defense. That would decrease attack. Yeah, the anklet's the best bet. Alright. Here we go. This place, I don't believe you will be able to come back to. So make sure that you get all of the loot from here before leaving. Let's see, we need to go... Nope, not here. And some things will be hidden in the trees. Not Yoma. That's not what I meant. Osoji. So this was called High Priest in the original translation. Let's use a multi-attack. Oh, we have a full party now. Let's see what the cluster attack does to these bitches. Actually, who's the fastest? Uranus might not be the fastest. That's fine. Actually, let's use it with Moon, since she doesn't have... Oh, can Moon not use... Probably because she wouldn't have enough EP to do it, that's probably why. Let's see. Yeah, of course Saturn goes first, I should have known that. And she just... yeah, she kills him. Okay, at least now I know. Saturn has highest speed right now. Okay, so Uranus and Neptune both gained a level. I was hoping, maybe, that they would have gotten more than one, kind of like Chibi did. Isn't there something in here? Could have sworn there was. So anyways, like I was saying, Osoji was called High Priest in the original translation. It's a daimon from Season S that Kaolinite sent, created from a vacuum cleaner, of all things, that was modeled after an elephant. So, kind of, just in general, a weird concept. I thought that her character design was kind of cute, to be honest. But anyways, Osoji went after Motoki's sister, who I can't remember the name of right now. I thought there was something in here. There we go. Aquamarine earrings. Those are Neptunes. Let's see. Increases across the board. We will do that. And, let's see. I get lost in here all the time. I think there's something in this little outcropping. Let's see. Okay, Saturn's first, so I want to use the cluster attack. And... Can you only use this on the first character? Okay, let's try. Let's try just normally attacking. No, you still can't. That's so strange. Alright, let's use it with Uranus, because she seems to be able to actually use it. And then... defend with everybody else. Let's see what this does. It takes 10 EP from everybody, so it better do... That's it? Okay, that was not worth it. That is not worth 10 EP apiece. Okay, there we go. I knew there was something in here. Life crepe. Let's see... Could have sworn there was something else over here. Yeah, these woods, I always get lost in these woods. But there's so much treasure that you need to find. Undokai. This was a daimon that Mehmet sent. No, we don't need to defend anymore. Let's see. I like to, with Neptune and Chibi Moon, do link attacks because they tend to... Is there no multiples? Of course, they're not available right now. Okay. Well, she can only do single anyway, so it doesn't matter. Undokai. Mehmet sent it... Sorry. Undokai was actually, as far as I know, the first diamond to be created from 2 objects instead of just 1. Jam roll. Obviously a shell, if you couldn't tell from like the enormous shell on her back. And then a runner's bib, because it was like a running themed episode. But it's a pun for the word undokai, which is basically an athletic event. Let's see. Let's kick her butt. Saturn, with Saturn's speed, she's probably... Oh, that was a heal. That's fine. Saturn's just gonna destroy things. Okay. That's a Luna P. There's that guy again. Now I think if we come all the way left, we have some cologne. We like cologne. More undokais. Keep shaking is a good move. Saturn just really only needs to use Death Reborn Revolution or Death Ribbon Revolution, whichever name you like. There's controversy on whether it's supposed to be reborn or ribbon. Since her attack literally looks kind of like ribbons, a lot of people think that's what it's supposed to be. Let's see. In the trees here? Yes. A couture doll. I think that was just an excellent doll in the original translation. But that is a collectible item. Let's see, what else do we have? Single. Who can compare with everybody? Again, I don't know why I bother, because Saturn's just gonna wipe them out probably on the first attack. So I'm spending way too much time in menus. That's fine. It might not be the most interesting to look at, but we have a lot of levels to get, so. Alright, let's continue. There's some deluxe juice. Okay. I believe that's... I think that heals all all HP. Deluxe juice. Yep, all HP, so that's pretty handy. Rice ball pack. I think we're almost to the end. And a violet rose. That cures selfishness, I think. So then there should be a Luna P over here somewhere. And then we'll assess what our levels look like. Honestly, I'm just gonna go back to what I want these set on default and make this go faster. Honestly, I think Saturn should probably be hitting for a little harder than that. I'm gonna put her in the middle. There. Now we'll see how she fares. We're getting the first hit in. I really don't have to worry about them getting hit. Alright, where's the Luna P? I know there's one somewhere. We'll just go through this. So yeah, so in all, I think there was... I lost count. I want to say something like maybe 8 or so items around here. I guess we can save. We got all the items, we don't want to lose them, so let's see. Moon's at 13, Saturn's at 12, and everybody else is at 10. So we have 3 more levels that we want to get before we take a stab at the cave. So I will probably meet you back here once I do that. Okay, so everybody's at 13 except Moon, who is at 14. That should suffice. I'm going to save. I think in the past I have had everybody but Chibi Moon a tiny bit higher, because usually I go collect all this shit and then grab Chibi Moon at the end. But we'll try this. We've saved. Now if we could just get to the cave. I don't know why I'm bothering. Chibi gets her little tiny attack in, and then Hotaru's just gonna blast the thing away. Ugh. But yeah, with fall coming, well, fall's here. With winter coming, when seasons change, my allergies always flare up and I always get sick. So if I sound scratchy, I'm sorry. I feel like I've seen this place before. It's like D Point at the North Pole. Oh no, but Beryl couldn't be. What's wrong, Sailor Moon? Nothing at all, let's go. Uh-oh. I'm afraid to go further. But onward we must. I like how everyone has to come out of her one at a time. It takes so much time to do when you've got a full party plus a little tag along like Anshar. Anyone else getting deja vu? I don't know why Uranus would. She never went to D Point. I can feel a strong aura in this cave, one we've seen before. I haven't felt something like this since we defeated Queen Beryl. Oh, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. Queen Beryl? You mean the same Beryl that destroyed the Silver Millennium? Why do I feel this way? Could she really have... It's happening all over again. No, it isn't. I'll protect everyone this time. The sailor soldiers are so strong, the silver crystal too, but how did we wind up here? Ah, Lady's crystal. It must have drawn us to the rose crystal while she was unconscious. And then one at a time, we all have to get back in there. So, yeah. If you'll remember, back to the end of season 1, it didn't go so well. Usagi's probably very traumatized by the whole ending that happened. Yeah, so it's pretty terrifying. And now she's vowing that she's gonna keep everybody safe this time. If it really is Beryl, they have to fight. Oh, this is not looking good, guys. Uh-oh. That was a staged fight. That wasn't even a random encounter. The DD girls. Okay. Speaking of having a bad time, the DD girls, or I think in the dub they were called the Doom and Gloom girls, they were Beryl's personal Yoma, the most powerful Yoma. And as far as I know, the only enemies in the entire series to have ever killed any of the Senshi. Yeah. There's a group of 5 of them. So this is the first one. So there's 4 more after this one. And they killed all of the inner Senshi one at a time at the end of season 1, and poor Sailor Moon probably still has not gotten over this. So this one, they don't have names as far as I know for the individual designs. I don't think they're individually named. So I think most people just refer to them by their color. So this one would be the purple one. She was actually one of the first ones to get taken out. They attacked Sailor Jupiter first, and Jupiter took her out with a really powerful electric attack. She does not have any special abilities, so it's pretty much just gonna be wailing on her. Just do what you can. Hopefully Saturn will take off a huge chunk of her HP in the first round. Honestly, pairing Neptune and Chibi Moon with Uranus is probably a good idea because Uranus has higher strength. However, it will use up Uranus's EP faster, so. Alright. That was okay. That was good, Saturn. We got this. Now let's just hope she doesn't like one-hit kill us. Oh, come on, Moon. You can do better than that. Yeah, Uranus's attack did more. Oh, 64. Okay. It's hard, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, let's do, yeah, Moon and Chibi Moon have an attack together. Let's see. We'll just use that for them. And just so you know, these link techniques, I don't know if I mentioned this before. Aha, there she goes. Saturn leveled up. Woohoo. That means she'll hit harder. So yeah, that was the first DD girl, which means there's 4 more out there somewhere. Are we gonna have to face them? Has Beryl really come back? That seems to be the indication. But you'll have to find out in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.